Hello. Welcome to day 268. So there are a couple things I want to talk about from our last week. One is the video that we watched by Leo called The Enlightened Self, a description of your existential nature. I wrote down a few things that Leo said in that video. First of all, I want to tell you that I thought that video was perfect. I even made a comment on YouTube for Leo. I just said, perfect, of Regina. So if there was something about the video that you didn't like, or if you didn't really pay attention, I highly recommend that you go back and listen because it really was perfect. But I want to say, again, I want to repeat a few things that Leo said, maybe say something a little differently than the way he said it. So one thing he said was, you exist as nothingness. And of course, nothingness is a symbol. In reality, nothingness and everythingness are the same thing. We're no longer in duality. It's not like there's nothing and then there's something, right? Nothing and everythingness is the same thing. But it's important to recognize the nothingness aspect because most of us tend to identify with the body or with the mind, or some people identify more heavily with the emotional body. But we tend to identify with a something. And we are definitely not a something in that way. We are the nothingness that allows the presence of the something or the appearance of the something. In fact, if you pay attention to your body, if you just pay attention to your body as a bundle of sensations, you could close your eyes right now. And without looking at your body, you can still feel your body. I can feel the energy in my feet, in my legs. I can feel my seat against the chair. I can feel my hands and arms resting on my belly. I feel energy in my heart. I feel energy in my head. And in fact, I can feel energy from the feet to the head simultaneously. I can feel all of the sensations in the body simultaneously. And then what I notice is I can feel the edges of the body, the boundary or the borders of the body. I also notice that I am aware of things that are outside of the body, such as the sound of the air conditioner. I'm even aware that there's spaciousness outside of the body. So I notice that I'm aware of the sensations in the body. I'm aware of the edges or the border of the body. And I'm aware of spaciousness outside of the body. And as I pay attention to this, I notice that the body itself is fully contained within awareness. The sensations in the head and the feet and everything in between are fully within awareness. The edges are fully within awareness. Then I notice that I am this awareness. I am aware. And I notice that the body is completely within me, awareness. And then I notice that the body is an object And I am the nothingness or the non-object that allows it. Just as it's the space in this room, let me show you. I'm in my living room right now, so let me show you my living room. So you have this sofa, there's a love seat, there's a table and a plant. There's more, but I can't spin the computer that way. If we go this way, right, there's another table with a TV. There's another table with just stuff on it. You can even start to see into the other rooms. Now, what allows all this stuff to be in the room is the spaciousness in the room. Without space, you couldn't put stuff in here. Without the spaciousness of awareness, you couldn't have a body in awareness or anything else in awareness. So that openness, that spaciousness allows everything else to appear, allows everything else to be. So I exist. I am that which is aware of the body, the sensations, the borders, even the spaciousness around the body. In fact, I am aware of the spaciousness in the room. Even the spaciousness in the room is contained within me. I am nothingness. I exist as nothingness, so much so that I'm even aware of space. I'm also aware of time. Time exists within me. If I go to my phone, go to my stopwatch, put it on, and you can see the phone, the time clicking, right? But notice as that time is moving along, apparently moving along, notice the still spaciousness that you are. Notice the awareness that you are is just present. They often say as the now moment. Notice that time is within the nothingness or the emptiness or the stillness that you are. It appears to move, it appears to change. Time is within awareness. The body is within awareness. The spaciousness around the body, the spaciousness in the room is within awareness. And all of this is contained in awareness because awareness is not something, right? So you exist as nothingness, pure, transparent, empty awareness. He also said you are not the software in the mind, meaning the thoughts, the conditioning. And in fact, we're right in the middle of doing a practice right now where we're sitting down for 5 minutes at a time, watching the thoughts and noticing that the thoughts come and go, the thoughts change, but I am that constantness that is always here. We also earlier in the week watched feelings come and go and noticed that the existence that I am is constant. We also watched experience shifts and changes, and the existence that I am is constant. And that existence, which is also called awareness, is transparent, empty. Leo also talked about you need empty space to have things occupy it, just like I showed you with the room just now. But again, what's really amazing if you focus on awareness is you'll notice that you are aware of space, spaciousness, just like you're aware of time. That spaciousness is actually contained in awareness. Anything that you are aware of is within you, and you are more empty or even more spacious than spaciousness. and you are the presence or the now that time appears to move in. This is why we say you're beyond space and time, because space and time exist within awareness. Oh, I love this. He talked about like a light in the background, your true self or awareness reveals everything. He said, except itself. This is a game that I like to play with sometimes. I remember when I first started learning that the world is not real or the world is an illusion. I remember sitting in my office listening to a teacher saying that on an audio, and I was looking at my bookshelf full of books, and I was thinking, but that seems so real. You know, how could it not be real? How could the world be an illusion when it seems so real? But as I became more and more aware of myself as reality, I began to realize what is real. And I began to realize that it's my reality or the reality of awareness that lights up the current appearance and makes it appear as real. In other words, whatever is in front of me right now, whatever I can hear right now, whatever I can feel right now, whatever thought is here right now, seems real because my light is shining on it, and I am real. So it has the appearance of reality while my light shines on it. And again, the game I used to play to really see this in an experiential way is I would remember something that happened not too long ago, just a few minutes ago, like before you started watching this video, what were you doing? I was texting some people about some things. So remember what you were doing just before you started this video. And then pay attention to this moment, to this video, to me talking to you. Remember what you were doing before and notice me talking to you. Notice whatever experience is here with you now. When you compare the two, which seems more real? This moment or 10 minutes ago before you were watching the video? Isn't there a fadedness, a faded feeling to the moment that happened 10 minutes ago, even though it seemed real then? And isn't there more of a stark reality in this moment? That's because 10 minutes ago is now just stored as a memory in the brain. This moment is here in the light of awareness presently. And it has my reality or your reality shining on it, making it feel real. But the realness that we're feeling is really our own realness. It's awareness's realness, or I like to call it life awareness. It's our realness. That's what we're feeling. And it's always, always here because we are always, always here. And as a parent experiences, such as what you were doing before the video comes into here, it seems very real. But then as that experience moves on and it is no longer here, it loses its reality. It fades in some way. But whatever is here always seems real because I am here and it's my reality or your reality that we are tasting. The sense of reality is what we are. We are that reality and we can taste it. So it makes this moment, this appearance appear real. It's like a light in the background. It reveals everything except itself. We have to learn to look at it. He says that, of course, awareness doesn't change, and we've been practicing watching that in the last week. It doesn't get destroyed or created. That's amazing. That means that it is the eternal. He says that awareness thinks it is a human body or that it lives in the skull, right? So awareness itself has misidentified with the body. Awareness itself has misidentified with thought, with experience, with emotion. And what awakening really is recalling awareness back to be aware of what it is. We did a meditation this weekend called Recalling Attention. That's the same thought. You know, if we think of that idea, what would it be like if everything was different than it is? As creating an image, it's often talked about as being projected onto a screen. But in the meditation, we use the symbol of a mirror. So I don't know if I can show you my reflection. There we go. There's the reflection and the Regina at the same time, the Regina body. So what happens is we are staring at images in a mirror. The mirror, of course, is a symbol. Often a screen is used, but we're staring at the images. Our attention is always on the image. And the image are the perceptions of the world. The images are the sensations in the body. The images are the feelings, the emotions. The images are the thoughts. And our attention, awareness, what I really am, awareness is always looking in this mirror, always interested in the mirror and thinking that is me and my life. That's me and my life right there. And this is a mistake that awareness has made. So what we're doing as we're awakening is we're learning to recall that attention back in this direction, in the direction of the real I, which is, of course, formless awareness. So we learn to take our attention off of thought and bring it back to awareness. We take our attention off of perceptions and experiences and bring it back to awareness. And we realize our truth as formless awareness, as that which is real, as that which cannot be affected. So again, he said, awareness thinks it is a human body or thinks that it lives in the skull of a human body, but that's a mistake. And we are recalling attention, recalling awareness through the practices that we're doing as we move through the 500 days, especially in the last 200 or so days. We'll be really focused on that. He says an enlightenment breakthrough experience is awareness becoming aware of awareness. That's when attention is no longer on the mirror. It's on what I am. That's an enlightenment breakthrough experience. I aware of I, not as the body, not as thought, not as experience, not as perception, right? But as awareness. He also said, every thought you have is just there to trick you. I love that. It's to keep your attention focused on the mirror because thoughts are in the mirror. So every thought you have, where am I? There I am. Every thought you have is to keep you focused on this as me. Every thought you have is to help keep you focused on this as me and not to notice that you are this way, right? Not in the mirror. He says the human mind is addicted to objects and images, or in my symbol, it's addicted to looking outward at the mirror. He says you must do the self-inquiry work. And to be honest, our walkabout exercises are the self-inquiry work. So just continue with the 500 days. You are being guided to do that self-inquiry work with your daily exercises. He says you are not an object. You cannot see, you cannot feel, you cannot experience yourself. You cannot see awareness. It doesn't have a feeling to it. Sometimes people will have like this wonderful feeling in the chest, in the heart chakra area, and they'll say, oh, is that it? No, it isn't. Awareness, what you are, is aware of that. There's no feeling to awareness, right? There's nothing to feel, nothing to experience. Yet it's fully what you are. You are aware of everything that you are aware of because you are empty awareness. And you're always aware. Right? You may sometimes be in a good mood, sometimes be in a bad mood, but you're always aware. So you can't be the good mood. It comes and goes. You can't be the bad mood. It comes and goes. But the awareness is always present. That's what you are. You're not located, right? When you think you're in a body, you think that you're located, again, often right here, but you're not located. In fact, there's a great video. I wish I could remember the name of it right now. I will try and remember the name of it and put it as a link along with this video, which helps you see that you're not located. I'll go out and find it, and I will put it as a link under this video. It's another teacher's video. But that video will help you see that you are not located. Just go through that video and play along. I think it's around 10 minutes or so. So look in the link of this video for a link to that video, or in the description of this video for a link to that video if you want to see that you are not located. He says you are not a human being. He also says you are not hidden. Your true self is here right now. He calls your true self humble because it doesn't draw attention to itself. So those are some of the things that Leo said in the video that we watched this past weekend. Again, the name of the video, if you want to go watch it again, is The Enlightened Self, a description of your existential nature. And that's by Leo Gura at actualized.org. And then the meditation was the Regina Dawn Akers guided meditation called Recalling Attention. So this coming week, we're going to continue to read NTI Romans. This weekend, you will have a Regina Dawn Akers audio to listen to as your extra assignment, which comes from NTI Romans chapters 8 and 9. You're going to do some wonderful walkabout exercises. Towards the end of the week, you're going to learn to continuously ask a question, and that will continue into next week. This practice of noticing something, but also continually asking a specific question. What does continually ask mean? It means as often as you remember. If you remember to pause and ask the question every 5 minutes, wonderful. Every 15 minutes, wonderful. Every hour, wonderful. Every 2 hours, wonderful. As often as you can remember. That's what continuously means. Hopefully more than once or twice a day, so put some willingness into it, really maybe start your day, each day with a prayer. Say, I want to be reminded to continually ask this question. I want to continually ask this question with my heart. I am sincerely interested in discovering the answer to this question, right? And that may help you. All right, I think that's all I have for you for today. So enjoy your upcoming week with NTI Romans and your walkabout exercises. And I will see you again on the next review day next week. Bye.